Hi everybody, I'm Jack Jinseki, and joining me today is Yleshphitrium.
That's me. I'm sorry, I'm bad with introductions.
Oh, don't worry about it. So, if you don't mind me asking, where did your name come from?
Well, it came from a random name generator. I mean, I know
Ah.
some people like to have specific meanings behind their name, but I just slapped random a few times. I came out said, "Yep, that's it. That's right there."
it's I gotta tell you, it sounds Latin or something. I feel like it should mean something, but I have no idea what it could be.
I think the filters I used for it were Shakespeare and mineral,
Shakespeare,
and somehow that came out.
a Shakespearean mineral.
Yes.
Oh boy. So, what kind of content do you like to make?
Right now I'm doing variety content. I've been trying to do weekly shorts again,
Nice.
and
Got.
those are usually scripted for the most part.
Oh man, shorts are where it's at. If you can do shorts, you can do anything in this market.
And I'm surprised at how well they've been received.
I don't know. I feel like there are trade offs to the shorts. Like you get more views, but you have less retention.
True.
Hmm.
But I was more just doing that for fun.
Oh yes. I I gotta get like some sort of rhythm down for like how to make a short. Like just clip it out and do the editing as quickly as possible. It would it would probably be really useful. Anyway, what made you want to be a VTuber?
Good question. Hmm. Never really thought about it before. It's just kind of something I moved into, I
Mm-hmm.
suppose you could say.
Hmm.
Like when I first started streaming, it was just a normal game setup. Maybe like I had chat on screen or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to give the stream a little bit more character and
Yeah.
actually have like a physical representation of myself. And I made like a crappy little pixel thing
Hmm.
that would animate when I spoke.
Hmm.
And it just sort of started to evolve from there into what you see now.
I know that a lot of people they started out with the static images, so you already had a leg up over all of them. Uh,
I mean,
so
starting out as a static image is perfectly acceptable. I mean, for my first year or so, I was a static image.
I mean I am essentially one step above static image right now. So what was uh, what was your the process for creating your character?
Oh God, it, this is more of a story of me being a shitty client. For the process was, I knew like a very basic idea of what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So I found the artist, says is,
Mm-hmm.
I do not know how to pronounce his name. Hang on, let me look it up so I can spell it out for you. I have a lot of respect for this guy,
Yes.
essentially for just not canceling on me when I just got the prompt. Yeah, Sezis. Sezis.
Hmm.
He was a Japanese artist I found on Skeb. That's the name of it.
Yes.
I had like a very basic idea of what I wanted, so I just sent him the description
Mm-hmm.
and said, "Have at it." No references, nothing of that sort, and just said, here's $50. Do what you want."
Oh dear.
And about a month later, he came out with the PNG tuber design. This is
Mm-hmm.
a GB model one
Mm-hmm.
by a different artist. That was Shiro Colossus for this one.
Hmm.
But Sezis did the original character design.
Hmm.
Really, all credit to him.
Yeah. Oh, nice. It's a very nice design. I think it's a little different from what I'm used to. Would.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at some other VTuber stuff, VTuber designs around the time,
Hmm.
and I noticed there was a lot of pastel colors. I don't really like those, so
Hmm.
I wanted to try to do something a bit more I guess, earthy, earth colored.
Mm-hmm. It it's good in that it's got like the solid line look, which I really like because it's more. I think I've always been of the opinion that simpler is often better. So it's not like I look at it and I feel like taken aback by how much I'm supposed to take in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the chibi design model was by Shiro Colossus.
Hmm.
I can actually pull up the PNG tuber version of myself if you like, just
Sure.
so you can see the differences between the two.
Sure.
Let's see. Give me browse picture.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, this is the PNG tuber design.
Oh.
It
Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
yeah, that's the other me.
Nice.
Yeah, as I say, I got normal mode and goober mode.
uh, so do you have any lore for your character?
I have like a vague concept. The idea behind it was use a sort of it started as like a scribe for a monastery,
Hmm.
like a and it kind of evolved into more of a cleric
Mm-hmm.
adventurer thing. There wasn't an exact blueprint, but the idea was he was investigating a monastery. There was strange happenings or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
And they go down deeper, deeper into the bowels of this supposedly haunted monastery, and
Mm.
find out that it wasn't built as a monastery. It was built as a prison
Oh.
for some sort of eldritch being.
Oh wow. that that story never ends well. I've watched enough anime to know that story never ends well.
Well, the funny part is the eldritch being itself is completely clueless about humanity. So it's using the library in the monastery to try to study humanity and find
Ah.
ways to communicate. So it's not outwardly hostile.
Hmm.
If anything, it's just incredibly curious and possibly a bit insensitive.
Ah. Are aren't we all?
Aren't we all?
uh. So, what's the best thing you get from being a VTuber?
Best thing I get. Or just sort of like the simple expressions I can do.
Hmm. uh.
I mean, I do move my head back and forth quite a lot. It's
Yeah.
like emphasize something.
Oh
I,
man, I
that's
gotta
just a weird habit I've developed.
I gotta tell you, my head has been stuck in this exact position for like over a year now. I am just itching to move it from side to side. My neck is so incredibly stiff.
Are you jealous?
You bastard. So, what's something you do on your channel that you're really good at?
Something I'm really good at. I would actually say the scripted shorts I did for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
They were they weren't like just taken from streams and stuff. They were fully acted out little bits I did.
Mm.
Like one of my favorite ones is when a man receives a compliment,
Mm-hmm.
and it would start. There's a little introduction. Just guy Cooper's right here minding his own business. He suddenly gets a compliment out of nowhere, and it sends him into a deep panic and spiral of just oh god, oh god, oh god, how do I react? How do I react? Oh god, something like that.
Thanks. You
Well,
mutter it and they can't hear it. Huh? What'd you say?
well, I couldn't figure out how to end that one, so I just said, "What if his head exploded?" There, that's the end. Have fun.
I've always found that if you want to compliment a dude, the easiest way you can do it is by saying he has a nice hat.
But I don't have a hat.
Well, I'm afraid you are uncomplimentable. Uh, no, no, but I think it's just like it's little basic things like that. And if you compliment a guy, you make his freaking day.
Yeah, you
Just
make us freaking year.
yeah, it's so incredibly easy to do. I wish that people were more comfortable giving each other compliments. Eh, so it
True.
goes. So, what do you hope to accomplish through your channel?
Well, back when I originally started streaming, my eventual goal
Mm-hmm.
was to have these sort of like D&D campaign streams,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like Critical Role.
Yep.
That's the first thing that comes to mind. But where I gather, get like a few people, maybe there are other streamers, maybe they're not, and then stream those games out,
Hmm.
and the whole world will be something I built myself.
Nice. I've actually interviewed someone in the past who works along very similar lines. His entire channel was dedicated to tabletop related stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've also been trying to make a. I say trying. It's more like I've theoretically been making a board game. I did it once,
Hmm.
way back when. The game sucked,
Hmm.
but it was a learning experience.
Well, yeah. The first time is it that's my understanding is that the first time you do it, it stinks, but then you take what you learn from it, and the second time it's not nearly as bad.
Yeah. And sometimes you just need to completely change the entire genre of what you're doing, or completely throw out everything you have and say, well, that failed.
So, who is a VTuber you'd love to talk to, and do you have anything you'd want to ask them?
Yeah, I saw this question last night, and
Mm-hmm.
it really got me thinking. I mean, I'm not somebody to actually go out much and interact with other people. Which is strange considering my other idea.
Well, let's say in this scenario then that you are the type of person who could go out and talk to that person without fear of having to talk to people, because I certainly know what that's about.
Okay, okay. So
you,
probably
you're Superman in this scenario.
I have social capabilities. Sad that's a superpower these days.
Oh yeah, you Yleshphitrium, you ain't kidding.
Probably Shindigs.
Hmm.
If you ever heard of him, he does a lot of. You've probably heard of Doug, right?
I'm afraid not. The thing is,
Oh, okay.
there are so many names out there. It's difficult to.
Yeah. Well, Shindigs does these heavily interactive sort of streams. Like one time he had Twitch chat do a spelling bee,
Mm-hmm.
and individual members would sort of vote on like a letter and try to spell out a word like I don't know, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Mm-hmm.
He would also, and that's one of the things he do. He does these highly interactive streams, and I'm just repeating myself now. God damn it. But he introduced me to a program called Sammy,
Mm-hmm.
and Sammy is this sort of stream deck line board thing. I don't know how to describe it, but
Mm-hmm.
you can use it to add interactive elements.
Hmm.
So I mainly use it for follower notifications or if I got a raid, it would play a message.
Mm-hmm.
But my big thing I added was a dice roller mechanic.
Oh, nice.
So like during the BRB, I can put it up and chat has something to interact with.
Hmm. So what do you like? Put a like. What exactly? What is the purpose that it serves? Would you say is it like there's like a something they type out and it just rolls the dice and.
Well, it's a higher or lower. I was trying to think of like a little game they could play if whenever I'm on BRB.
Hmm.
And I was thinking like, okay, maybe Blackjack, no, Baccarat. Yes, but Baccarat's a shitty game.
Hmm.
And I just came to higher or lower with dice.
So what? Wait, what is higher or low? I know it probably is extremely self-explanatory, but what is higher or low?
Player one rolls a die, rolls
Mm-hmm.
4 dice,
Mm-hmm.
and they total them up, and they have to guess whether the dealer's roll will be higher or lower.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. Hmm.
And the whole thing is running in Sammy OBS.
Gotcha. That's pretty cool.
Actually, come to think of it, I might be able to demonstrate it right now.
Yep.
Might. This may or may not work.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, let me make sure the thing is on first. There's still a lot of placeholder stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, but
I want to move it to
still,
be more central, but I'm a little bit nervous to do so.
it's fine. The other thing on the side that people can't see is just a dealer's roll.
Yep. So.
So right now chat here
Mm-hmm.
rolled a 9, and then they would guess whether it's higher or lower by typing exclamation point higher or exclamation point lower.
And
The timer right there,
and
right above the emoji. That's just how long it has until for people to vote.
and obviously in this case you'd guess higher.
Yes. You can also vote multiple times. That's not supposed to happen, but I said it's a feature.
Hmm. I
So
mean,
it's on like a
I think engagement should count. If you're more engaged and you want to vote a million times, you should be able to do it.
yeah. You can also change your vote.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't keep track of who's voted or who's voted what.
Hmm.
That's a feature, not a bug,
Yeah.
because I can't figure out how to change it. So we're gonna say it's a feature. And all the assets you see, well, most of them, the dice, the board, the little chat fella, those are made by me.
Hmm.
Uh, I've been trying to get into more pixel art stuff just as something to make.
It looks really good.
It, it's more well, a lot of it's still placeholder, especially the emoji and some of the sound effects.
Hmm. Well, I mean, like the pixelated stuff though looks very good.
Yeah,
It
and you can't really see it right now, but on the left side of the board, it's just the word dealer, DELR, crudely written.
it kind of has a retro vibe to it, like a early 2000s kind of thing, or maybe
Yeah.
like mid 90s. I like that.
Well, it's inspired by the Hoyle game series.
Mm-hmm.
The most people probably don't know what that is. They're games your grandmother would play.
Hmm. Oh well, that's really cool.
And it should reset here in a moment. Unless I broke something. That's entirely possible. Come on, you piece of shit. You're embarrassing me.
This is what I call the dancing frog effect: is that everything works perfectly until people are looking, and that's when it goes wrong.
Wait, maybe it's... Yeah, Sammy's a little finicky sometimes with activating triggers.
Ah.
So it might have been because I was in one of the menus and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and it deactivates any triggers.
Nice. Well,
I'll just go ahead and I'll just turn it off for now.
okay.
If you hear any weird sounds, it's Dice Roller.
Gotcha. Uh, so what would you qualify yourself as? A clip watcher or a stream watcher?
Yes. I know that's not the answer you want, but I do tend to do both.
Hmm.
Like on YouTube, I'll watch clips, but on Twitch, I'll watch streams and
Gotcha.
sometimes dig through people's clips.
Nice.
So really, it's a mixture of both.
So, who's a streamer or channel that you watch that nobody's ever heard of?
There's a few I can think of. There's Chai Spice VT,
Mm-hmm.
oh, underscore VT, but
Hmm.
she's a Autumn Fox VTuber.
Nice.
Does a lot of more cozy, comfy games. They recently got done playing Persona 4 Golden
Nice.
after a 12-hour marathon trying to get to the end. Seriously, those games don't have an end. And Finnegan Finkel,
Mm-hmm.
another streamer I try to tune in when I can.
Hmm.
And he's recently celebrated his 100 follower goal.
Oh wow, that's awesome. So, who do you think you've clicked with the best on stream?
That's not really sure how to answer that one. Like in terms of collabs and stuff, I haven't done a collab
Mm-hmm.
ever. Well, there is this one sort of impromptu thing I did with Finnegan Finkel for Dark Souls 2,
Okay.
and we seemed to hit it off pretty well. But it kind of fell apart because Dark Souls 2 co-op is, let's say, it's not good, which is a polite way of saying it fucking sucks and it's broken.
uh, well, I mean, hey, if it was only the once, then that is by default the best one.
And also the worst one. Um,
Well, let's think positive.
let's think positive. Let's try to be happy here.
Oh boy. So, what advice would you give to someone who wants to be an entertainer?
Learn to improvise. That's probably the biggest thing I can say. Is learn to improvise.
Oh yes.
There will be time there are definitely going to be times, no matter what, you'll be without a script and you have to do something. And you can't just stand there going, "Eh, eh, eh." No, you have to actually try to put something forth, make content like we're content creators. It's in the name.
I think that we as content creators are much more afraid of dead air than the audience is.
Oh yeah, especially in streaming space. I remember one time I was trying to figure out a problem with the game, which led to me trying to updating my NVIDIA drivers midstream.
Oh god. Oh. Oh,
This
that
is a very
hurts.
this is a very stupid idea. Don't try that.
Oh, that hurts.
And there's like this good 10-minute period where I just had to ramble about something to fill dead air.
There was this one time. This was in another life of mine, but I was in the middle of a stream and my Google account logged out by default in the middle of a stream. Now, the stream did not end because I was not there to end it. So I had to log back in, but I couldn't because it was now choosing to play it. Google was choosing to play its trump card by having me validate through an alternate account instead of logging in directly. And then I found out that the alternate account didn't work because then I had to validate that one through a tertiary account.
Oh, good lord.
And the tertiary account was my old college email, which didn't work anymore because I didn't attend that college anymore. So I almost lost the account because of the stupidest reason imaginable. I had to contact the IT department at my old college and get them to reinstate my account so I could go through like 3 different other accounts to get back to the one I was using. I almost forgot all about that story, but that just imagine, because I didn't end the stream. I theoretically could have, but I was like, you know what, screw it, because the audience is going to be so very entertained by my resultant crash out that it's gonna be totally worth it.
There are times where you just have to make the best of a bad situation.
Absolutely. Oh.
And stuff is when I'd say scuff is when your true self comes out.
Absolutely.
Technology is magical. I hate magic.
Uh, so changing gears a little bit, what was your gateway anime, and what drew you to it?
My gateway anime. I'm not really a big anime watcher in the first place, but it would have to be something like, when you're a child, it's Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the main two ones.
Oh yes.
Although the most recent anime I've watched is Chainsaw Man.
Hmm. I've certainly heard of that one many times. I never got around to watching it for some reason.
I like it. That's really all I can say is I like it.
uh, if I'm gonna rephrase this one a little bit. If you could go to a convention tomorrow, whom would you cosplay as?
Would it be okay if I just said nobody? I'm not really big into cosplay stuff.
That's
It
totally fair.
it just seems more like a hassle than.
Well, in this particular scenario, I like to describe it as there's no budget. Uh, Whatever happens, it looks great, and you don't have to worry about all the hassle. It's just you show up and you look like the thing.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be a bit narcissistic here and say myself.
A lot of people do.
I mean, look at this design.
Oh
It's a
yes,
crime. It's a crime. It's not shared more.
it's a cape. Capes are classy.
It's not a cape. It's a cloak.
Oh, sorry. I apologize.
There's a very important distinction.
I'm
I can't tell you what it is.
I'm uncultured swine. Uh, uh, so, which game did you have the most fun playing on stream?
Most fun. Most fun. Gosh. Okay, yeah, just remember what it was called. This was a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was Unsorted Horror.
Hmm.
It's a collection of 5 games by the guy who did Buckshot Roulette.
Oh yes.
And you've probably heard of that one, right?
Is that the weird one where you're sitting across from the guy who's like freaky looking and you have a gun and?
You have a shotgun, you pass it back and forth.
Yep, that's the one. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. But these are some of the other games he did.
Hmm.
And one of them I really liked. And I wish he'd expand upon the concept more, but I have no influence and I'm very mad about it.
Did you try contacting him?
No. I'm
I
I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a literal nobody.
Oh well, it doesn't matter if you're a nobody. The fact is that if you're a potential buyer, customer feedback is the single most valuable thing out there. You would be shocked how much of that stuff gets through to people.
It's never something that really occurred to me. Like,
Hmm.
I'm gonna be honest here for a second.
Yeah.
When you send me the first message on Twitter, my first thought was, "Oh God, another scam bot."
Oh well, I already knew that. That was one of the that was one of the big problems that I ran into when I was starting out the account. Is that this was in the height of all of the bots,
Yeah,
and I had to find a way to make myself look legitimate. And to the credit of the website, if you pay for a check mark, you look more legitimate.
I don't think the check mark means much of anything. When what I actually did was look into your account and see what
Yes.
you're actually doing.
Yes.
That's how I figured out you were actually legitimate. My
Yes.
second thought was, why the hell are you wasting time on me?
Well, the other thing is that what I do when I search for people is most of the time I will do a search for VTuber EN or EN VTuber, I think is the more correct term. And then I'll do a top down search and I'll just start looking through whoever tweeted the most recently and is actually a VTuber. And I'll message them if they have their DMs open.
Okay.
So that's how I found you. And honestly, I mean, I it I don't. I hope that nobody takes it the wrong way that I found them totally by accident. But
Yeah, that's how I usually find things. By accident, you just stumble across it.
yeah, but honestly, I have found so many wonderful, talented people out there, and it's very rewarding to meet people like that. I don't know. It's been a very it's been a very interesting experience for me, to say the least. But anyway, I'm glad that you're here. I'm having a very nice time talking to you.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised I even agreed to this, considering my inability to communicate.
I think you're doing a fine job.
I'm trying, man.
So, are there any games that you're looking forward to?
If there were, I forgot them. I I don't keep up with recent releases or what's upcoming anymore.
Mm,
Like the one thing I was looking forward to already came out. That was a RimWorld DLC.
mm.
Now I'm just kind of twiddling my thumbs, waiting to see if anything interesting comes out.
Well, how about this then? Is there a game that you have been meaning to play for a while, but for whatever reason you just kind of haven't gotten around to it?
Nothing comes to mind. I feel like an outlier in this case. I'm not one of those people who has a massive backlog of Steam games.
uh, uh,
Of just random stuff you've purchased over the years.
hey, I resemble that remark.
Hello, boss. I'm in this picture and I don't like it.
uh, okay, so for this part of the interview, I always make this reference. I call these the Voight-Kampff questions, a reference to Blade Runner.
Hmm?
Cause I call them that because they're kind of more random-ish questions.
All
Which
right.
which do you prefer, Elvis or the Beatles?
I'm gonna say the Beatles. I can only say that because I haven't heard anything of Elvis, so we
Hmm.
default to what we know.
That's true. Uh, what's a song that you can't help but dance to when you hear it?
Probably Castle Jam from the Stronghold OST.
Hmm.
Stronghold's an old RTS castle builder game from the 2000s.
Wow.
I,
Hmm.
I don't listen to much music. Like the most recent artist I'd say I regularly listen to was Tom Waits, and he's
Oh
been
wow.
around since God knows how long.
Yeah. He wasn't. Was he the guy who said, "I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy"?
Yes,
Yeah.
that guy.
Was he one of the influences for Heath Ledger's Joker? I think he was.
I have no idea.
Uh,
I can't say.
uh, what's your favorite chill out movie?
Chill out movie? Probably just I'd say really any sort of comedy movie,
Hmm.
like Monty Python, Holy Grail.
Oh, nice,
It's something
classic.
that's kind of funny, a little dumb.
Is that your favorite Monty Python movie?
It was the only one I've watched, so
Oh, if you ever get the chance, you should check out Life of Brian.
that's the other one I've been wanting to watch.
It is excellent. It one of my favorite all time comedies. He's
I just
not.
know the ending. I
He's
just know the ending song.
yeah. Eric Idle singing. Oh God, that's such a that is it's so wrong in so many ways, but that's what makes it perfect.
Nothing like a bunch of crucified people telling you to cheer up.
Life's a piece of shit when you look
And
at
you
it.
look at it.
Oh boy, have you ever watched the show Flying Circus? Out of curiosity.
a few skits from it,
Yeah.
like self-defense against fruit. That's the one that comes to mind.
What about pointed sticks? Shut up. Have you ever seen the argument sketch?
Oh, the one where he's in the argument room?
Yes, with
Yeah.
John Cleese.
Yes, I did. No, you
No, you
didn't. Yes,
didn't.
I did.
Oh god, when I was a kid, I listened to that sketch so many times because they have audio versions of some of the skits, and I listened to that so many times I practically have it memorized at this point. Oh boy, I love talking Monty Python. If in case you couldn't tell, uh,
Yeah.
uh,
I mean, it's a staple.
absolutely. What's something crazy you've always wanted to try doing?
Probably karaoke, which isn't like the most crazy thing in the world,
Mm.
but I have a very specific idea.
Mm-hmm.
There is a joke album called Super Ghostbusters by by Varg Skeletor. You
Mm-hmm.
might know him from the Vine Sauce crew.
I'm afraid I don't.
Yeah. Well, there are a bunch of very active streamers that have been around for a long time.
Mm.
And hang on, I need to clear my throat.
Yep.
But Super Ghostbusters is a joke album,
Mm-hmm.
essentially made to be an elaborate shitpost. One of the lyrics, and this is the first thing you hear in the song. All songs are like a minute or shorter,
Mm-hmm.
but it's about 10 or so seconds of a MIDI of the Ghostbusters song,
Mm.
and then you just hear Joel scream, "Grandma has died." 10 more minutes of silence, accompanied by music. And I want to do a karaoke cover of that someday, of the whole album. It's only like half an hour.
Mm.
I should also mention I cannot sing whatsoever. So it would just be this horrendous experience for anybody except myself.
That's kind of like an Andy Kaufman bit kind of thing. Did you ever see like the classic video of Andy Kaufman singing the Mighty Mouse theme?
No, I haven't seen that.
You should give it a watch sometime. It's I don't know if have you ever heard of Andy Kaufman? He was a comedian from the 1980s, and he was most known for his role on a sitcom called Taxi, and he was known for this surrealist kind of humor that was kind of about uh, subverting the audience's expectations for what was supposed to happen, and a lot of it had to do with like towards the end of his. I'll put it to you this way: he died. He had cancer and died, but there are
Hmm.
still people to this day that believe that he's alive and that him dying was all an elaborate joke.
I've probably seen something he's in,
Mm,
but I couldn't tell you.
yeah.
Or seen something heavily influenced by him.
Yes. So, uh, would you ever talk to a stranger unprompted in a public setting?
Fuck no.
Well, there you go. I feel like
Sorry,
we
people,
already
I'm
answered.
retarded.
I feel like we answered this already to an extent, but
You know, it never hurts to ask.
yeah. Uh, which do you prefer, chess or poker?
Poker. I tried getting into chess. I like this, trying to be decent at it, but
Mm.
eventually I realized chess is already solved. It's a solved game. I don't care what you say. There is nothing we can do about it anymore. It is done. It is finito.
Wait. Is it actually fully solved now?
I'm just gonna say yes because I know somebody's gonna be pissed off by what I'm saying. I mean, for God's sake, how many books are there on the subject?
Ugh.
Remember this one meme post. Oh, I see you played the twiddly dick fuckmeister position. In 17 turns, I shall checkmate you with the asshole rectum shovatron maneuver. Stupid stuff like that. Everything has a name. It's solved. There is no situation which you cannot work your way out of.
I saw a video of one guy who was, sorry, he it was like an uh, it was supposed to be a chess tutorial, and
Mm-hmm.
it shows a few moves into the chess tutorial, and then the guy says, and then you launch the tactical missiles at the other player, and now you are ahead in material. Thank you for watching my chess tutorial.
Yeah, I mean, like, chess is just a chess is a very static game. It hasn't changed in however many years.
Mm.
Everybody knows the pieces. Everybody knows how it's played for the most part,
Mm-hmm.
and there's just really nothing you can do or nothing you can really add without changing a core fundamental
Mm.
and making it not chess.
Yes.
So really, chess is a solved game.
Mm.
That was a weird tangent. I'm sorry.
Oh no no no! Tangents are good. I like tangents. Uh, who's a TV character you identify with?
See, now this is a tricky question because the
Hmm.
only TV shows I watch are Food Network and Jeopardy.
So do you identify with Alex Trebek?
And that I'm dead? No, only on the inside.
Uh,
That didn't go over well. I'm sorry.
oh trust me. If you think you have the corner on bleak jokes, nice to meet you. I'm Jack Jinseki. No, how about Food Network then? Which of the chefs do you identify with?
Honestly, I'd kind of say more. Not really. He's not really a chef anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri. There you go.
That was kind of a weird answer since he never actually does any cooking on his shows.
Well, his shtick is like he's kind of the regular guy, isn't it?
He's more like the regular guy who breaks into people's kitchens and says, "Hey, make me something. We'll televise it." It's a bad explanation, but I gets the point across.
Yeah. I mean, he does a lot of charity work, doesn't he?
I believe so.
Hmm.
And
Hey,
he does own a few restaurants, so
yes.
he is a chef. He's just never portrayed as a chef.
Hey, I mean, he sounds like a decent guy. Anyone who would advertise local diners is a decent guy in my book.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. That's really his whole thing. He tries to spotlight local places or smaller sing owned businesses.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm from New Hampshire. We're the dine according to every single politician in America, we're the diner capital of the universe. Politicians come from all over to get photographs at our diners. uh, so, uh, what's your favorite thing you've ever cooked yourself?
Probably some pupusas I made. Uh, a pupusa is a Salvadoran dish. It's you can think of it kind of like a stuffed tortilla.
Hmm. What is it stuffed with?
It's usually stuffed with cheese, refried beans. Sometimes it's chicken, pork, spinach.
Ooh.
Really anything you want, but it's mostly beans and cheese.
Mm. I like that.
They're very simple to make too,
Mm.
which is probably why it's one of the few things I've made. I can't cook.
Well, this next answer may may provide something. Then, what's the worst thing you've ever cooked yourself?
Hmm. Maybe I should rephrase that from I can't cook to I don't cook.
Ah.
Like some days my idea of cooking is just throwing something in a microwave.
Have you ever burned anything in the microwave then?
Not intentionally.
I mean, in fairness, I don't think anyone burns anything intentionally.
I don't know. You ever heard of blackened chicken or blackened sea bass? Stuff like that?
Yeah, that's true. I suppose. I mean, is it burned though? I don't.
It looks burnt, so it must be burnt.
I feel like we've stumbled across the culinary equivalent of if a tree falls in the woods.
Does anyone hear it?
Yeah. Uh,
Or is like a 5 second difference between blackened and burned?
if the food is meant to be charred, is it burned?
Exactly.
Uh, so you find $50 in the street. What do you buy with it?
50 bucks. What do I buy? I don't know. What can you even get these days? Like 2 cartons of eggs? Is that the running joke still?
um, I think a few people have used that one, but not for a
Damn it.
while. The thing is it used to be $20, but then everyone was complaining like you can't buy anything with 20. I can buy some things with $20. I don't know. I'm a
You can
cheap
get like
bastard.
yeah, you can get like 19 cheeseburgers from McDonald's for $20.
There you go.
Not 20 though. You got to factor in the tax.
Yeah. Okay. So can you think of something? $50?
I I can't really think of anything. I'm not a very big spender.
Would you?
I'm very cheap. Is, is what I'd say. So I'd probably just save it for a rainy day.
That's perfectly acceptable.
But I got a story. When I was younger, whenever my mom would take me to Toys R Us,
Mm-hmm.
I'd go through everything in the store, everything, at least twice over,
Mm-hmm.
to see if there was something I really wanted.
Mm.
And I'd weigh my options like, do I want the Legos? Do I want the Nerf gun? Do I want this thing or that thing? And it would take hours for me to actually make a decision. This would piss my mom off to no end. But it's her fault I'm cheap.
Mm. You
I
have.
learned the value of money at a very young age.
I mean, it you have to be smart when you're at that age to know about trade-offs. But if you know about trade-offs, then you can annoy everyone to no end. uh,
It's more because she just wanted me to pick some damn thing so we could go home. It's been 3 hours. Make up your mind.
I don't know.
You're 11.
I think that if I had a kid and I was in Toys R Us, I would probably be having more fun than the kid would. I'd be like, "Oh, look at this," and the kid'd be like, "Can we go now? I'm hungry."
Ah, roles have reversed. What a twist.
What a twist! Uh, if you could wake up with one talent tomorrow, what would it be?
One talent tomorrow. Probably pixel art skills, because I'm still trying to cultivate that. I'm just really, really bad about it.
Mm.
Like in the dice roller thing, those are the pixel art stuff is all assets I made, and I'm not too happy with some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like the board is just something I slapped together quickly.
Mm.
And one of my follower goals was to make myself a new starting soon screen.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a elaborate idea, but no idea how to actually execute it. Um, you know those, when you were younger, there was those books that would depict things cut in half, like it would be a ship or a castle or something like that.
Oh, you mean
Which
like
would
a cross section?
cross section, yeah,
Yeah, like
cross section
the DK books.
DK books.
Yeah, there was a series of books. I think they were called DK books. That was like the publisher or the brand or whatever, and they did a lot of cross section stuff.
Yeah, but it's like a cross section of like, here's the inner workings of a castle, of a plane, of a
Mm-hmm.
cargo ship,
Yep.
something like that. And my plan is to eventually make like an animated version of that for a starting soon screen. using like 32 by 32 or 16 by 16 pixel art
That would be really cool.
in sort of like a collage setting.
That would be, if you could do that, that would be pretty freaking awesome.
It is extremely ambitious.
It is admittedly ambitious, but if you could do it, it would be awesome.
Well, the first, well, it's more like my current plan with that idea is to take it piecemeal. Like I'm not going to make the whole collage all at once. That would be ridiculous. So it'd be more like 32 by 32 tiles that would be connected together and hopefully function together. It'd be better than my current setting up screen for a starting student screen, which is my character stuck in a washing machine.
See, this is funny because the way that you describe it, little backstory, I'm a civil engineer. So when you say make an animated cross section of something, I think, how could I practically do that? And so now my brain is in engineer mode. How would I go about practically doing this? Which,
Well,
I'm a geekoid, so you know.
well, hammer and nails might be a good start.
Oh yes.
I don't know shit about engineering. I was an English major.
Uh, eh, I think
Yeah,
a lot of it, it's not so much about what you know, it's about how you approach problem solving. I would say that's really
true.
the big barrier
True.
for engineering. Uh, Past that, a lot of it is just knowing codes and having experience. But if you have the mindset, you can be an engineer.
Yeah, I don't have the mindset for engineering stuff. I tried math once. It was terrible.
Well, see, I'm also a former math tutor, so I must warn you. I I would try. I would try and teach you.
No, no, no.
Uh,
I mean, I did my required math class and said, "Well, that's it. I'm done." And
uh,
went on to the English stuff.
okay. Uh, if you could wake up with one talent tomorrow, what would it be?
Be you already asked me that one.
Oh shit.
We got a little sidetracked.
Yeah, we did get a little sidetracked. I forget what your answer to the question was.
It was pixel art skills.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep. I apologize. Uh,
No worries.
uh, which decade's aesthetic vibes with you the most?
Renaissance, easy.
Yeah, I probably should have guessed that. It seems
Yeah,
a little
I mean, I
evident.
was raised around a lot of fantasy type stuff. When I was younger, every year we'd go to the Renaissance Festival.
Is there, if you could go back to the Renaissance, is there anything that you would have liked to see?
Hmm. It's a little grisly, but some sort of large scale battle with pike and shot tactics.
Oh wow.
Just because you don't really see something like that often in media. I mean, even today, you don't see it. Everybody's idea of fantasy, or I guess pre-colonial America, it's just medieval Britain,
Yeah.
and there's this whole gap in history or fantasy stuff that we're completely missing out on.
Yes. Absolute. There is so much history that gets glazed over. Uh, I have no idea what happened in the continent of South Africa. Oh, sorry, not South Africa. South America throughout history. As far as I know, literally nothing happened in South America through all of human history, with the exception of a brief period where there was a group of people called the Incans.
That's what most people know about South American history. I do know there was a bunch of Latin wars of independence from the various colonial rulers.
Mm-hmm.
That's really about it.
Yeah. His just so much of history gets glossed over. It's kind of incredible. So, oh sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, Uh, do you collect anything?
So I was looking around my room to see if I actually did collect anything. But not really. I'm not much of a collector, except in like some video games, but that's
Mm-hmm.
about it.
That's fair enough. And I I forgot to include this question, but I usually ask it. Uh, my final question of the interview: what smell reminds you of home?
Good question.
Hmm.
Sorry I'm being silent. I'm just thinking so much
Please, please do.
because
Uh,
that's not really something I'm asked.
I I love questions like that because I love to see people's kind of I love to see wheels turning. And people are like, "Oh, I'm not talking," and I'm like, "Good. That means you're thinking. Thinking is good."
Yeah, thinking is good until your head explodes.
Yes. Don't. Yeah, this is a
Don't overthink it.
yeah. This
I'm an
is
English major, but I'm an English major. Overthinking is part of the job.
I'm an engineer. Overthinking is part of my job too. To
Yeah, but at least you don't have to convince people that just because the curtains are blue doesn't mean that it has a connection to depression, or vice versa.
yeah, I love that meme.
That was actually part of what I experienced in college.
I don't doubt it for a second. Uh, there's an old movie called Annie Hall by Woody Allen, and in it, he basically he's Woody Allen is standing behind this guy who's talking about some author and trying to dissect the author's work, and then Woody Allen's like, "This guy is so annoying," and then he brings in the author from off screen, breaking the fourth wall, and the author just approaches the guy. "You know nothing of my work. The fact that you became a professor of anything is absolutely incredible."
That that was incredibly true. I mean, when you're doing academic research for literature and stuff, you're gonna find people who try to extract meaning from essentially nothing.
Yes.
Like one of the examples one of my professors gave was we were reading. Damn it, what was it called? Hang on. The Awakening. That's what it was called by Kate Chopin.
Mm-hmm.
A crappy book. Don't read it.
Okay. Done.
But to give a brief summary, it's about a woman who complains a lot, has an affair, and then drowns herself.
Oh, that she sounds wonderful. I'd love to hang out with her.
I mean, it's more elaborate than that, but
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy it in the slightest. Lots of whining. But
Ugh.
one of the papers my professor came across was somebody arguing that somehow the writing in the book was anti-Semitic.
Ugh.
But there's a big problem with that assertment, uh, claim.
Mm.
There is nothing in the book that hints of any sort of Jewish stuff.
Oh yes.
So
Well,
he's completely pulling this out of nowhere, but he does try to connect it because one of these side characters is independent and like different from everybody else. So
yeah.
it just doesn't add up.
I mean that sort of thing happens in academia all the time. Is that they'll basically draw a bunch of spurious connections using stereotypes and then saying that there is some sort of bigotry
Deeper meaning.
involved. Yeah, and it's just kind of like, come on, man. Just, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't speak to other fields, but something like that in English is extremely common,
Yeah,
just because of how abstract everything can be taken,
yeah,
or how much is just left up to the reader's interpretation.
yeah. Uh, well, did you manage to think of anything, smells that remind you of home?
Probably just
I know that one that reminds me of home a lot is my mother's cooking, for example.
Yeah, that's usually a big one. Probably. Okay, this might be a little strange, but probably the smell of a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've grown up around cats my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
There's always been at least one in the house.
There you go. Uh,
And for some reason, they always really like me. Don't know why. It seems like animals in general just tolerate my existence.
maybe you've got a comforting presence.
Well, when my mom and I went to the shelter to look around, really, we weren't intending to adopt. Um, Foreshadowing. One of the cats there, I was given the opportunity to held, immediately tried to burrow into my jacket,
Mm-hmm.
and that was it. We had to take her home. She picked me.
Well, there you go. Uh, well, this has been an absolute pleasure. I won't lie to you. This has been a really relaxing interview. It's been relaxing talking to you. I've enjoyed it thoroughly. Uh, and
That's actually good to hear.
if you're in the audience right now, you can find all of Ylesh's various socials in the description to this video, and I will be posting links in the side chat. Uh, be sure to subscribe. And with that, I was your host, Jack Jinseki, and joining me today was Ylesh. Bye, everybody.
Bye.